السلام عليكم. حرروه. اتركونا. عندي اقتراح لك أخي. هذه كلمة ربنا. إذا تقدر تثبت أن القرآن الكريم يسمح بقتل المدنيين الأبرياء فأنتم حركاتكم، ولكن لو أثبت لك أنا أن الإسلام تمنع الإرهاب لازم تتخلى عن ميلك.
هذا النقطة.
لا، ليس نقطة، مناقشة. قل لي يا أخي، ما هو أعظم جهاد؟
Good job. Good job. Good job. Come on, Marcus. You can do it.
Hey, Marcus.
How did you know we were here?
Told me Marcus had swimming lessons every Friday.
So you decided to stop by.
You know, Gail, if you're still mad at me...
How was your weekend?
Excuse me?
I stopped by the store. Your boss said you were out for a few days. It's funny because you told me you were tied up at work.
I guess he ruined it then.
What?
My surprise? Close your eyes. Keep them closed. All right.
It's beautiful. But I don't understand. Why didn't you just tell me you're going away for the weekend?
I had parole obligations I needed to take care of. I don't like to keep reminding you that you're seeing an ex-con, okay? You deserve better. What is it?
It's nothing. It's been a long time since anyone's... Please. So I can drop Marcus by my sister's tonight. You want to come over and have some dinner?
Yeah, I like that.
She's a piece of ass, that woman. I mean, she looks like she can handle herself in the bedroom. Is that true, Darwin, or are looks deceiving?
What are you doing here, man? Spying, skulking around, following your brothers in the shadows. What are you doing?
I'm just trying to keep you from grave sin. You know the punishment in the Holy Quran for fornication. It's 100 lashes.
Only if you have 4 witnesses.
I can get them if I need to. Romantic relationships complicate our mission. If you need sexual release, go pay for a whore. If you're broke, I'll lend you the money, but don't allow yourself to get emotionally involved. That's a sacrifice you have got to make for the cause.
And what do you know about emotional involvement? Sacrifice.
I haven't spoken to my wife in 18 months. And only Allah knows when or if I'll ever see her again.
Your wife? Samehni. Is she here in the U.S.?
What did they tell you about questions? Get in. Take the wheel. Be back in a minute.
What do you want?
You're taking a little day trip to Vancouver.
I have a paper due tomorrow. Okay. All right. Vancouver, no problem.
Bring one of the pathogen test kits from the DNA lab.
So this is it.
Inshallah.
And then we're done, right? Right?
Get moving. You're on a tight schedule.
Darwin, what's up?
We got a problem. I'm at USC, PABS building.
Tabs.
Programs for the advancement of biomedical, biochemical sciences. Far just went in.
What's he moving on the anthrax plant?
Holy shit, who is this guy? I'll get back to you.
Darwin.
Get in.
Alex.
take the tent is full, but I don't want to have to deal with a 405 at this time of day.
I have to stop by my apartment and pack.
Don't worry. I already packed for you.
Life is one big road with a lot of signs. Signs of more signs. You gotta make up your mind, your mind, your mind.
Take his bags and wait outside for him. Drive around the terminal. We'll be back in a few minutes. Take your bags.
Who is this?
It's Darwin, man. I'm at LAX International Departures.
Fark leaving the country?
No, it's not Fark. It's an agent student from USC. I don't know his name. Male, mid-20s, works in the Tabs building, so I thought he's a biochemist. Listen, I slipped my cell phone on him so you can track him with a GPS, but I think
Are you
he's
fucking kidding me?
Fark and this kid are in the terminal right now. You gonna get on this?
All right, I'm on it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I need to get the Bureau substation at LAX.
Gentlemen, copy that. All agents converge on Station 3. Survey but do not intercept.
哎，小贝，我忘记把车库关起来，你可不可以帮我关？哎，好，谢谢。Got a visual on the subjects at Security Station 3 at the terminal.
ASAC Fuller, you getting this?
Yeah. Proceed, but be careful. No matter what, we can't take a burn on this.
Please have your tickets and identifications out for inspection. Only ticketed passengers beyond this point. All cameras, cell phones, and others.
Don't worry. The angels will be watching over you.
All entrance, strollers,
Subjects are separating.
inspection.
And subjects stepping outside the terminal.
Yeah.
Darwin, you gotta get back to the terminal. Fark's on his way out. I'll put a CIA surveillance team on that kid as soon as he touches down into Canada.
In Canada, an eyes-only country, Ray, we can't spy up there.
Darwin, we're Americans. We get to spy on whoever we want. Now just get out of there.
We have one more stop to make. International arrivals this time. Arrivals. Assalamu alaikum, brother.
Who are you?
I'm
I'm the angel that will be watching over you.
السلام عليكم.
عليكم السلام. أهلا بيك.
It is such an honor to have you here in Los Angeles.
The honor is all mine, brother. I'm a humble servant of Allah.
أهلا وسهلا. تفضل.
Brother, have the preparations been made?
Everything is in place. What we'll do this week will be a great victory for Islam in America.
So who is this guy?
He's an alim from Yemen.
That's pretty hefty security for a religious guy.
Well, we live in dangerous times, my friend. Follow the van. Always 3 cars behind him. Impressed. That's very professional, Darwin. I didn't know the Army taught surveillance protocol.
Rangers train for urban warfare. Counterinsurgency is pretty fucking thorough.
How does it make you feel? Knowing that your old buddies are killing Muslims in a Crusader war.
Most of the guys I served with, they enlisted to escape poverty, get an education, follow a family tradition. They didn't sign up to fight a crusade.
By participating in the war, they are as guilty as the men who ordered it.
Do you really believe that things are that simple, black and white, good versus evil?
Yes, I do.
Mr. Kurjanik?
Korjanic.
Yes. Sorry. You ordered a kosher meal?
Oh, thank you.
Enjoy.
Always order kosher when you fly.
Because it's halal?
Because they always serve you first and doesn't taste like shitty airplane food. It's the ultimate example of how the Jews control America. Even in the little things, they come out on top.
We have a very special opportunity tonight to listen to and observe a very special man. Who among you has heard of Sheikh Zaid Abdel Malik?
I read something about him. He's an up-and-coming scholar from Yemen, some sort of expert on the Quran.
Brother Abdel Malik is going to be in Los Angeles for a few days, and it will be our privilege to hear him speak in the Islamic Center after Maghrib prayer tonight.
I thought you wanted us to stay away from mosques. Now you want us to go listen to a sermon?
You have a problem with that?
You're the boss. Activating passive tracking. Triangulating. We got a signal. we going?
I got a letter from the government the other day. I opened and read it. It said it was
I love this song.
they wanted me for their army or whatever.
Dear brothers and sisters in Islam, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you a great sheikh, a beacon of light for the Ummah, Brother Zaid Abdul Malik.
Assalamu alaikum.
Brother Abdul Malik has come all the way from Sana'a, Yemen, to speak to us today. He will give a talk, inshallah, on some of the critical issues facing Islam today. I hope you will all attend. But first, it is time for the Maghrib Salah. I ask the Shaykh to honor us by leading the Jummah. Tfaddal.
أقم الصلاة. الله أكبر. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين. Eddie. It's on the roof in the AC and you take it back. Do you understand? It's here. My friend must test the contents first.
It's a real thing. Anthrax.
You drive the RV back to Los Angeles. You fucking with me or what? Don't doubt your ability, brother. You were a star pupil at your uncle's camp, and more important than that, Tariq chose you. He wouldn't have done that if you weren't capable. Trust me, I know.
So we better get going then.
That's the spirit. But first, there are some people I'd like you to meet.
Who the hell are they?
Relax. She is your wife. Those are your kids for the duration of the journey. The woman has all your new documents. Once you're over the border, you drop them off at the rest stop outside of Seattle, and then you go on to LA alone. You're doing the right thing.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. In the name of God, the merciful, the compassionate, brothers, sisters, what is the greatest threat facing Islam today?
American aggression in the Middle East, the Zionist occupation of Palestine.
These are merely symptoms of a greater disease. The real threat is in our hearts. Instead of allowing Islam to transform us, some Muslims are trying to transform Islam to serve their political agenda. They are using the label Islam to kill, murder innocent people. Something that the Prophet would never have condoned, sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Remember Surah 13, verse 11. Allahu la yughayru ma bi qawmin hatta yughayru ma bi anfusihim. God does not change the condition of a people until they change what is in themselves. How can we end the oppression of the Muslims by resorting to even worse behavior? If our spiritual and our moral condition worsens, how can we expect God to improve our economic and our political conditions? This is the fallacy of the self-styled jihadists who... I hope I haven't angered you, brother. Assalamu alaikum. This is the fallacy of the self-styled jihadists who murder innocent civilians.
How can you expect Muslims to be civilized when the Americans, the Israelis, the Russians killed thousands of Muslim civilians and dismiss it as collateral damage? The Holy Quran permits an eye for an eye. If the unbelievers kill our civilians, we have the right to do the same.
Allah permits retaliation only against the guilty party, not against innocents. Surah 53, verse 38 says, "No soul shall bear the burden of another."
The Holy Quran also says, "And kill them wherever you find them, and drive them out of the places where they drove you out. For persecution is worse than killing."
You forgot the first part of that verse, brother. Fight in God's cause against those who fight you, but do not commit aggression. God does not love aggressors. There are many who are seeking God, but instead end up following the devil. The corrupt teachings of the terrorists are Satan's way of deceiving those seeking the straight path. If any of you wish to learn about true Islam, I will be here, insha'Allah, later tonight after Isha prayer. I invite you all to come speak with me. Assalamu alaikum.
So who are you anyways? How do you get mixed up in all this?
I ask no questions. They say we take you to USA, and I go. For my kids. I love USA. Land of the freedoms.
Yeah. God bless America.
So what's the story with this Asian kid?
His name is Eddie Pangetsu. Graduate student in microbiology. Immigrated from Indonesia with his family 15 years ago. He met up with your Bosnian...
Ilya?
Yeah. On the plane to Canada. Now Pangetsu is smuggling in the anthrax in an RV, which we're going to intercept before it enters the U.S. border.
Whoa. Whoa, how do you expect me to keep my cover once Farg finds out this Eddie guy's caught? Right, I'm the one that drove him from the science lab to the airport. Farg will put all this together, he will pick up, and he will leave.
Relax. We got it all worked out, okay? The less you know about it, the better. So what's the deal with the speech at the Islamic Center?
Farg had me tell this religious scholar from Yemen, and then he had us all go hear him speak. His name is Zaid Abdul Malik. You've heard of him?
Yeah. He's a prominent Islamic scholar. He's been running this program of Sanaa to reform Al-Qaeda sympathizers. Abdul Malik says that these terrorists are just misguided cult followers that need to be deprogrammed, right? He's even convinced the Yemeni government to release over 300 of these extremists. After, of course, he's convinced them to accept true Islam, whatever that is.
Ray, that is my religion. Okay?
Sorry.
Listen, this man, he walks the walk. But what I don't understand is why Farg is interested in this guy. I mean, their beliefs are diametrically opposed.
Or maybe this Abdul Malik is in league with bin Laden and company. He's just showing this moderate face to the world as a means to secure the release of Al-Qaeda's best and brightest under the pretense of reforming them.
You don't really believe that, do you?
Well, I believe in that about as much as I believe in these jailhouse conversions of his. I mean, think about it, man. You're rotting away in some Yemeni shithole of a prison. Suddenly you change sides and you're released. What would you do?
I think you're misreading the guy. I saw him speak. My gut tells me he's the real thing.
All right, look. I don't profess to understand your faith or anybody else's faith for that matter, but I don't see saying a few lines out of the Quran is going to convert a murderer into a solid citizen.
You're right, right? You're right. You don't understand my faith.
Oh, fuck me.
Brother, come join me for some tea.
Your aide said you were expecting me.
Jamal, you remind me of him.
Why?
You're looking for answers, as was he at one time. Allah often guides such people to me.
What you said tonight
troubled you.
Yes. It's very different from what I've been told.
There are many false teachers taking verses from the glorious Quran out of context, corrupting the teachings of the Holy Prophet.
Sallallahu alayhi wasallam.
Sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Tell me, brother, what is the greatest jihad?
To fight the unbelievers in battle.
No.
No?
The Holy Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that war against the unbelievers is the lesser jihad. The greatest jihad is to battle your own soul, to fight the evil within yourself.
So, who is a true holy warrior then?
The Prophet's cousin Ali was fighting an unbeliever in battle, and he gained the upper hand. Just as he was about to strike the death blow, the unbeliever spat at him. Ali threw down his sword, refused to kill him.
Why?
Ali said that when the man spat at him, he himself became angry, and he was no longer fighting for Allah, but to avenge his own pride. He knew that if he killed that unbeliever out of anger, rather than out of a desire for justice, he would be a murderer in the eyes of Allah on Judgment Day. That, my brother, is a true holy warrior.
So you're an artist?
No. Airbrushing little designs, tattoos on fingernails, that's all.
No, don't sell yourself short. This stuff takes talent. You see, I, on the other hand, would be hard-pressed to draw a stick figure.
That's all right. You got other useful talents. So what's the stuff we're listening to anyway?
This
stuff. It's real Sanders.
Full name at least?
What, you don't like jazz?
Can I be honest? I hate jazz. Why?
I was just thinking. How we have virtually nothing in common. And yet, I can't get you out of my head.
It's the beauty part, isn't it? Yes. Sorry for the delay. We have a little bit of a problem. I'm sure we'll get things moving along as quickly as possible. Can I see your passports, please? Wait here.
I hope everything's in order, sir. Ma'am.
Thank you for your cooperation, Mr. and Mrs. Pangetsu. Welcome back to the United States.
Haven't seen you in a while.
Had business to attend to. As do we all. But before we begin...
God damn it.
What's wrong?
Well, you'll find out in a second. Yep. The audio is totally fucked.
What is that? It's a white noise generator. It makes it almost impossible for anyone listening in to understand what we're saying. So, what did you all think of the great Sheikh last night?
He's a traitor to Islam.
Isn't that a little extreme?
Extreme? Dude, we're fucking terrorists. I mean... Sorry. holy warriors. The point is, it's people like this guy that pose the greatest danger to our cause. America can keep bombing Muslim countries. We'll just go stronger. But this Abdel Malik guy wants to put out the fire of jihad from within, lead us all like sheep to the slaughter.
You disagree, Christian?
No. He's an asshole. Likes to confuse people.
Sounds like most of the imams we had in Bosnia before the war. Always talking non-violence and interfaith cooperation, which made it easy for many of their own people to be led like lambs to the slaughter.
So what's this really about?
A few days ago, I received the fatwa from the ulama declaring Abdel Malik as a murtad, an apostate who betrayed Islam.
And the punishment for apostasy is death.
Great Sheikh is planning on leaving the U.S. this evening. And we have been commanded to execute him before he gets on that plane.
Why? Why risk our major attack operation for one man? The brothers have a pretty big network in Yemen. Why don't we let them take him out back home?
Abdel Malik is planning on delivering a fatwa of his own at the Islamic Center, condemning our brothers in Al-Qaeda as criminals who should be fought by all Muslims. A fatwa issued in the U.S. by such a charismatic and prominent scholar could mislead millions of Muslims and strengthen our enemies. This would be a huge PR blow to our cause. So, we have to close the book on this scholar. Today.
I'll do it.
Why? You don't seem to care one way or the other about this guy?
You're right. I don't care. But you need someone cold and detached, not jacked up on emotion.
You're right. Potassium chloride. When administered intravenously, it will simulate a heart attack.
Is that another dose of Cipro?
I don't think so. Call Fuller.
I'll take care of it.
You back him up.
Okay, let's go.
You went to see Abdel Malik by yourself. Remember, Christian, Satan's best trick is mixing truth with falsehood. You understand the difference between the two, don't you? So what was that stuff that Fark gave you?
Lethal injection. Fark sending Tommy with me to take out Abdul Malik. He's teaching at the Islamic Center this afternoon, so that's our only window.
I don't know, man. This sounds like a power play to me. One jihad against another.
That's bullshit, Ray. If they want him dead, we should want him alive. You slice it, you understand?
All right. I will back you up on this, Darwin.
Thanks, Ray. We won't regret this.
Hey, thanks for your support back there, Darwin. Thought you were my friend.
Just trying to do you a favor, man. Murder is ugly business.
Fuck you, man. You know, look out!
Are you okay, man? Go back to the van. Send Farg a text message. Let him know that we got our boy. He's gonna be pissed. It's my fault. I'll take the heat. Just go.
Sir, are you the driver of this van?
Yes, officer.
Please get your license and registration.
Nice work.
Thought I'd keep him tied up for an hour or two. By then, Abdul Malik will be on the next plane to Yemen.
It's in the air conditioning unit.
Proud of you. You're going to be remembered as one of the great holy warriors of our time. There's nothing there.
What? It has to be there. I don't understand. Look, everything went according to plan. Nobody was up there, I swear.
Get in.
Fark, I'm telling you, from here to Vancouver, nobody was...
Get in.
Christian, I'm glad you came today, brother. In a few minutes, I will be giving a speech in which I will issue a fatwa against the murdering devils who have hijacked our beloved Islam. It will, inshallah, be a historic moment for the deen.
I have something to confess.
What is it?
I am a Mujahid movement in a faithful unit here in Los Angeles. We are planning something. An attack. Many people will die.
You must turn yourself into the police immediately. Listen to me, brother, and remember what the Holy Quran says. To kill one innocent man is to kill all mankind. To save one man is to save all mankind. You have the opportunity to save many lives.
I know.
Understood. It seems the Canadian authorities are about to announce that they've seized a large shipment of anthrax en route to Indonesia, being sent to an Islamic terror group planning an attack on Jakarta.
No.
Couldn't even come. You faithless whore. You stole our anthrax?
No.
And tried to ship it to your uncle in Indonesia? You put your petty little tribal wars ahead of the worldwide jihad?
No, Frank, I swear to Allah, no!
Please have mercy, O Fark.
I can't have mercy on you. Only Allah can. You ask for his forgiveness now.
You do rakah of Salat al-Taqwa, and you formally ask for his mercy. Now!
Forgive me, brother.
Allah.
Happy! Happy!
not to lose this one, okay?
I'll do my best.
Not that I'm complaining. Small price to pay for snatching up all that anthrax.
Yeah? What about Eddie Pangetsu?
Eddie didn't make it. He was in an RV that went over the side of Malibu Canyon. We might have been able to intervene, but...
I know. It would have compromised the case. The worst part is, when I drove that kid to the airport, he looked ripe to be flipped. I mean, I bet we could have brought him over to our side.
Look, man. In order to preserve your cover and your life, somebody had to take the fall. And it's not as if we knew he was gonna get killed. You did good work today, Darwin. But there's something else.
What?
I wanted to tell you myself before it came out in the news. Abdul Malik is dead.
What?
He was found at the mosque. A massive coronary. We think Fark got to him.
Hey. God damn it. You should have swarmed that place with LAPD.
Show our hand? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here, Darwin, but aren't you the one that's been telling me that we have to see this thing through? All the way to the end? Is that right? That's right, isn't it? I'm sorry how this went down. It happens. Sometimes you get beat.
That's not good enough, man.
Darwin, you just helped prevent a WMD attack on American soil. And you're my fucking hero. I'm sorry about Abdul Malik. But in the bigger scheme of things, man.
No. See, that's just it, right? In the bigger scheme of things, saving Abdul Malik was just as important as stopping that fucking anthrax. This isn't just a war on terror. It's a war within Islam, and people like Abdul Malik are the only ones that can help us win.
التي تكون سيئة لأعدائهم إن هذا الشيخ زايد عبد المالك من اليمن تقبل قوة الله التي لا يستطيع أحد في هذا الكون أن يوقفها، قوة الله العادلة، فإن الله يوقف قلب هذا الكلب الذي تدلل باضطراب، كما أنه يسد قلوب الخائنين والمتعاونين والأعداء لقضيته الصالحة والعادلة. الله أكبر.
يتركونا. قل لي يا أخي، ما هو أعظم جهاد؟